Alright, everything's fine, thank you so much. Alright, in that case, we'll be heading into our next match here, and this is going to be Coro versus HeavyBubbles here. Coro has decided, I do believe this Pikachu switch up from Coro was on my advice. So, the Pikachu comes out here from Coro, is going to be running double Pika Shandy. And HeavyBubbles immediately decides to start off with what is probably her strongest character, the Blastoise. Just an absolute signature of her. And doesn't go for the Water Spout Oki. Interesting, he decides to try to play a little bit of footsies here with Coro. For why, just a little bit out of range to connect, and Coro's gonna chase HeavyBubbles down with the grab of his own. Tick throw from Coro. And things are progressing fairly fine. Not until that CADC grab comes in though. HeavyBubbles is now in quite a bit of trouble here. Loses the phase, as this is where the Libre Snowball can really get started here. First attack. Tries to cover the jump with the Hydro Pump. Very well thought out game plan there from HeavyBubbles. However, she had lost all the space to the Mimikyu. It's gonna eat a full Mimikyu combo. The full duration of all the debuffs, but just challenges the double team with the appropriate button. Doesn't let go of CA quite in time. Gets a throw, and this will be it. Oh my goodness. Machamp and Blastoise both being 660 HP characters. They are very hard to kill, and when sometimes it throws off your internal estimation by quite a lot here if you're not paying close attention to the health bars, like I was. Okay, this is a big lead here for Coro. Has to clear out this Machamp here from HeavyBubbles though, and this Machamp is terrifying, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just let you know that right now. Slowly chased to hit Coro down, but Coro is playing the matchup extremely safe here. He cannot let HeavyBubbles get in too close and start running the 50-50, start running the strike throws, the resets. You can tell by how much respect Coro is just showing to HeavyBubbles right now. 5YYY into the burst attack. No, just try to get the web, but just a little bit too low here. HeavyBubbles opting to take the Mimikyu. Cross Chop comes in, but Cross Chop goes wide. HeavyBubbles really struggling to find an avenue of approach here. Slow and steady wins the race here. Tries to go for the grab, but no, HeavyBubbles just really gonna respect it. Oh, tries to go for the submission here, but Coro is able to pull the trigger just in time, gets the burst, the Thunderclap pressed out. But burst with rage is a good recipe for surviving a lot of nonsense. Has to be very careful not to get hit by too many stray attacks here. 17 HP, just about 2 more stray hits will do it, clear the job for Coro there. And the crit with the jump Y will seal the deal. Down to the final character here from HeavyBubbles. It's a very, very tall ask for Gardevoir to make this comeback. Trades Mimikyus, but that's gonna favor Coro, who is able to block the Mimikyu hands just in time. Gets the Electro Web. Oh, that's a big hefty crit. That's gonna be a reset in the corner. Trades, however, with the stop power expertly placed there from HeavyBubbles. Tries to go for a 2-activating autopilot CA, but Coro isn't autopiloting. He is well and aware of that possibility, and it's gonna meet HeavyBubbles with the burst attack with the Thunderclap press. Moonblast comes out, but is instantly phased through with the double team here from Libre. Very, very clean, very well played here from Libre. From Coro, excuse me. Alright. One more game here for Coro. For HeavyBubbles, excuse me. One more chance at this getting on the board. Chase down. The hunting just for a little bit of damage here is Coro. Oh, the slow flash kick from HeavyBubbles though is gonna find its mark. An extremely good bait on the double team there for HeavyBubbles, but it's gonna drop the combo. That's a really big one you shouldn't be dropping. Guess the water spout, maybe she chose for an intentional reset here. Grab once again. HeavyBubbles going for a lot of these very ballsy jump X's here. It's a very damaging button, but it's very slow. But now Coro is going to be trying to press his advantage even more. Gets the burst, gets the Mimikyu hands landed, gets the enhanced web debuffs. And this is a huge problem now here for HeavyBubbles. Eats the throw once more. You have to play so respectful here in field phase. And it's just led to him getting away with murder. Oh, 9 seconds left on the clock. And Coro manages to get onto the board here. Very well played there by HeavyBubbles. Excuse me if I make any mistakes on commentary. It's been quite a while here. Alright, Rayquaza here picked by Coro. We will see. No, there's no changes here from HeavyBubbles. Decides to go with the Shandy, just to chase against, try to create more space against Shandy. But there are a lot of moves by Shandy that just really pierce, and remove any chance for her to come back to make an entrance with the Rapid Spin. Oh, speaking of Rapid Spin though. Water Spout. Gets the command grab, and this is a whole lot of damage. Goodness gracious me. Goes for the overheat, but eats. Goes for the overheat, and HeavyBubbles eats the crit. Huge damage there. Punished for being extremely greedy with that grab. Alright. We're on to the God of War here. Good start here from HeavyBubbles. He's gonna get a good amount of chip damage in. And Coro's just on 42 HP in burst. 35. Ooh, nice bait there from Coro. It's gonna bait out the jump X from HeavyBubbles. Going for the first hit of 6x to bait you hell into jumping was an extremely clever idea from Coro. He's gonna get rewarded with the double debuff and a lot of damage here as punishment. But Moonblast clears it. Alright, HeavyBubbles stops the hammer, stops the bleeding here. Pikachu comes out. We didn't get to see it last game because Coro stomped really hard. And this is a matchup I would tend to say is fairly even. Pikachu has a very, very good field phase against a lot of what God likes to do. However, he has to be able to bait out a lot of the back Y interactions. So that's something else to take note of. Mimikyu gets called. And HeavyBubbles avoids a good majority of that Mimikyu. Burst declaration from Coro, he wants to just end it. Oh no! Tries to go for the Volt Tackle. And HeavyBubbles just blocks it. She just knows, man. Oh, burst attack. Catching HeavyBubbles pressing something. big damage there, but not quite able to kill, quite able to finish the job. Synergy Nuggets spawn in. Starting to lay down the pressure, trying to lay down the traps here. Coro lands a 2x here. Max damage, unable to space around it, and Coro showing some tricks and ideas with the Libre here. With the Pikachu here, excuse me, but it's gonna be a huge uphill task with the life deficit she has, and against this giant bulking behemoth that is Machamp. Alright, any rock throwers in chat? Machamp is coming in, baby. Get to the surgery, but here's Coro. He's gonna upspend it. And we have the burst attack here just to get out the pressure. Jump back, just gets a grab. Uh-oh. Oh. Extremely clean there from HeavyBubbles Machamp. Not much to say about that one. Coro just unable to outmuscle the Machamp. Now we do see switch back to the character select. As our player 1 does, player 2 I believe is going to make a character switch. And player 1 is just going to kill for a good while.
Alright, sorry for leaving so abruptly, guys. Bird flew into my room. But now everything's back here to being normal here. Alright. And we do see that HeavyBubbles has just opted to lead the Machamp now. Coro gets the Electro Web into the corner. It's gonna be good damage here, and it's not gonna quite shift. Ooh, tries to get the punish off of that drop kick, but the pushback from that 9x is gonna be save HeavyBubbles. 5xx just to push Coro even further away, and this burst has been successfully weathered here. Oh, weird interaction, the shield break however. It's a crit here, and HeavyBubbles now with the one with the burst. 4 seconds left on the clock, needs to make this quick, gets the grab. Oh no, there's gonna be so much damage. Doesn't kill, but man, that's gonna give her the life lead. And HeavyBubbles now in a command for the first time in a while is gonna take quite a commanding lead here. Alright, Coro back to the Lucario. Didn't manage to pass as much meter as he'd probably hoped for, but this will still do. Gets the cross chop. Oh, very jank interactions there with the Bone Rush. And Coro not quite able to pick up the combo, but we'll get the American reset. Oh, chases down with the jump X though. That's such a quick move, very hard to react to. Oh, that looked like a backdash attempt attempted by Coro. is gonna eat that grab. Cross chop once again. HeavyBubbles trying to go for a little bit of the monkey options here. And is gonna get rightfully punished for that. What was that close combat? Alright, HeavyBubbles caught greeting way too hard. Might pay the price here in this set. Down to a little bit of drags on that Lucario, but to be honest, Lucario did its job. It was able to bring it back into most contention, and now he just needs to get as much chip damage and much damage done possible by this Mega Lucario, but it gets shut down immediately by that 6x and that comeback potential and that comeback factor of that Mega Lucario. Instantly negated by the ballsy move there from HeavyBubbles. Goss down to the Shandy here, and this should be a pretty okay matchup, but things have started pretty poorly. Gets the crit grab. Oh no, there's gonna be so much damage. The water pulse. Woo! Wasn't able to land the second 8A. But that's just 2/3 of Coro's life gone in like 2 interactions. Definitely a favorable position for HeavyBubbles. Spacing of the water spout has been a little bit off, but gets the whiff punch with the 5Y. Okay. So much chip damage. Grabs the rapid spin, however, very well done by Coro. Oh, whiffs the water spout, but Coro not quite able to punish it in time. And Shandy's inability to Shandy's intangibility on the Will-O-Wisps coming to bite her for once. Unable to interact with the bubble as she gets tagged by the water spout. And well, that will be the set to HeavyBubbles there. Unfortunate stuff by Coro at the